Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Let me angle you a little better. So today we are going to be talking about Wet n Wild and some of their cushion, well, sort of, cushion products. They're cushion products. They have a line of cushion products and I wanted to talk to you about these cushion products, how they compare to other products, what their price point is, stuff like that. So I am wearing all of the cushion products on my face today. I'm actually wearing a lot of Wet n Wild on my face today. So yes. So let's start with the newest thing on the market, and that is the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Foundation. So this cushion foundation is $8.99. It comes with 0.52 fluid ounces, and if I remember correctly, it only comes in 8 shades, and they don't go very dark, which is kind of slimy of Wet n Wild because they have 20 shades of their Photo Focus foundations, and it's a pretty decent range. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, I could be 100% wrong, but if I remember correctly, the darkest shade of their cushion foundation, if I got a really good tan, I could probably still wear it. So I think that's kind of slimy, but whatever. I still love Wet n Wild. But I really hope they expand on that. I want to say with their Photo Focus, they started off with only a certain number of shades, and then when it really hit big, they did more shades, but I honestly can't remember. But as of right now, they have 20 shades, and this is $5.99. So anyway, so going back to the cushion foundation, this has 0.52 ounces of product, which is comparable to other cushion foundations. The Maybelline cushion foundation has 0.51 ounces of product, and that is $14.99. So it is definitely cheaper to go with the cushion foundation. Now, I am wearing the shade Light Ivory on my face today, and I find that it is a pretty decent match for me in the summertime. So let's take a look at the packaging. As you can see, they have that little cute, like, cartoony girl with the eye that kind of looks like a Bratz doll. Not gonna lie. It has SPF 15 in it, and when you open it up, it comes like this. There's generally a cushion, like, puff there. I always throw those out. I find on my dry skin, it just doesn't work. So then you open it up to the side, and there is the product. Now, the way I apply this foundation in all cushion foundations and all foundations in general, with the exception of my e.l.f. foundation serum, I use a beauty sponge. So with this, I'm going to pop a little insert over here of me applying it. I put the beauty sponge into the foundation and I just bounce it on my skin until I have full even coverage, and it looks really, really good. But one thing I do have to say for that foundation, though, is I do have to go in with 3 different primers in order for it to look good on my skin. So, I know that seems very, very extra, and it is extra, let's be honest, but I have dry skin, and that's the way I can make it look good on my skin. Otherwise, like, if I don't use these 3 primers in conjunction with each other, it's really showing off my dry spots. So the first primer that I use is the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. You guys know this is a holy grail face primer. It is an absolute favorite. So I just put this all over my face, and then I go on top of that with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Face Primer. I think any luminizing dewy primer would work. This is just the one I've been reaching for lately because it is new and I am testing it out. And then I go over that with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. So, yeah. Takes me 3 primers in order to make it look good. Like I said, this is 8 shades, the Maybelline cushion. I want to say Ulta's website said came in 20 shades. I'll put the actual number up here. You get more bang for your buck with the Wet n Wild cushion, but you get more shades with the Maybelline. So it's really just dependent on if you can find your shade in the cushion compared to Maybelline. Whoops, I'm just dropping everything today. Like, in the original clip of me putting this on, I'll insert it at the end. I literally stuck this in my foundation and then the sponge went flying. So I'll insert that clip at the end because that'll be funny. But, so I know there's also the L'Oreal Lumi one, which has a lot of shades as well. And there's also the Physicians Formula one, which only has 3 shades, which is very disappointing, especially since Physicians Formula just came out with the Healthy Foundation that comes in something like 12 shades, I think it was. So 3 shades is just very not okay in my opinion. There's also the Koki one, and I believe there's also one by J-Cat. And I think that's it for drugstore cushion foundations at this point. So honestly, you just kind of need to experiment and find which ones you like. Oh, excuse me. I did really enjoy the L'Oreal Lumi one. This one is okay. I just need to get a lighter shade apparently. I have it in the shade Ivory, but they have a lighter shade. I need to get a lighter shade, I think. That might just be my summer shade and I tried it out in the wintertime. I'm not really sure. But so as I was saying, I wanted to compare this foundation to the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. So, as I said before, you get 0.52 fluid ounces in this foundation, and it has SPF 15. And I am in the shade Light Ivory, which is a light neutral color. This one is, and this one is $8.99. This one is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in the shade Shell Ivory, which is for fair skin. It has 1 full ounce of product, and it is $5.99. Yes, $5.99. Sorry, I have a little notebook here. I'll actually put it up here so I don't keep looking down next to me. That makes a little bit more sense, right? But that is $5.99. So if you're kind of looking now, on my dry skin personally, the cushion foundation looks better than the Photo Focus foundation. I can make the Photo Focus foundation work if I use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil, but I do find that this looks better on my skin, even with the different primers that I have to use in order to make it work. Because even with the Smashbox Primer Oil, this can still look a little too much on my skin and can really still hold on to dry patches, and my hair is driving me crazy. I'm sorry. But anyway, so that's just kind of the comparisons on the foundations. Let's move on. So the next item I have is the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Color Correctors. This comes in 4 shades. It comes in a peach, a green, a pink, and an orange, I want to say. Oh no, a purple. It comes with a purple. So they all have their own different reasons. Ooh, making everything shake, Cassey. So they all come in those different shades, and if you know anything about color correction, each thing has their own reasons. Like peach and orange / pink are for under eye circles, just depending on the tones of what your under eye circles are. For my tones, I have to use the peach one, also because I'm fair skinned. Purple is to bring some is to counteract the yellowness in your skin and to bring some illumination to your skin, and green is to counteract redness. So I have the peach one, and again, I'll have a clip up here of me applying it. So this packaging of the correctors, the contour, and the highlight is a little different from the foundation. So the foundation came out in January of 2018. The rest of these products came out in May of 2017. So there is quite a gap there. And that's kind of why it took me so long to do this video, because I knew Wet n Wild was going to come out with a foundation, a cushion foundation. Just with the fact that they were coming out with so many other cushion products and that people were liking them, I knew that they were going to come out with a cushion foundation. So the packaging of the correctors, the contour, and the highlight, you take apart like that, and then you completely take off the top like that. So this is what the peachy corrector looks like. Looks like it could be a foundation shade for someone that's really peachy, but as I said before, applying it's really easy. I'll just go in with any random like eyeshadow brush. Like I got these ones for $1 at Walgreens. I'll stick it in and put it underneath my eyes, as you saw in the clip. Now, the downfall to this packaging. So, when you go to put this back on, you have to make sure, you can't just like lillidaggly about it, because if you just lillidaggly, lollygag, I don't know. If you don't push it down hard, it's not going to go in and it's going to dry out. So you really got to make sure that it's in there. And sometimes you kind of got to fool around with it for a minute. And that can be kind of annoying. Thankfully, if it does dry out, the corrector is only $5.99. But if you think about it, that's also the price of their foundation, their Photo Focus foundation. For some people, that is quite a lot of money. So this is kind of like what I was talking about with the foundation. It comes with a little puff like this. I'm glad I ended up keeping one somewhere to show you. So normally you would just bounce it in your skin like that, but like I said, with the fact that I have dry skin, puffs like that don't really work for me. I have to go in with a damp sponge to get that little extra hydration back to my skin. So yeah. Now to go on to the Mega Cushion Contour and Highlight. So currently, I don't know if they're planning on expanding this, but there's only one shade of the contour and only one shade of the highlight. The contour shade is Cafe Au Soleil. And I am going to admit that it is a pretty dang dark color. I can make it work. I just can't put a lot on, and I need to use a beauty blender. But it is really, really dark for my skin tone. But it is that really nice color for contouring, which you don't get a lot. Oh, I forgot to mention, the corrector is $5.99 for 0.28 fluid ounces. Now, going off of that, I know I'm just stock full of information today. Ooh, that's actually interesting. So, the NYX Dark Circle Concealer has 0.1 ounces. So you're actually getting more product in the Wet n Wild corrector than you are in the NYX corrector. What about this one? And you're even getting more than if you get the Becca Under Eye. And what about the Maybelline? You get the least amount of product in the Maybelline and the most amount of product in the Wet n Wild. So that goes to show you that sometimes the more expensive a product is, that doesn't always mean you're getting more product. But you do get the most product in the corrector. Now, going back to this, like I said, it is a really nice contour shade. And then the only shade in the highlight is Who's That Pearl. And this is actually a really pretty, like, natural highlight. Like, I hope you can see that. There we go. You can see that a little more now. But it's a really nice natural highlighter. Like I said, I'm wearing it today. You can kind of see it. Unfortunately, you do have to top all these products with a powder. And I really wanted you guys to see the true integrity of the colors on my personal skin tone So I didn't want to set the contour with a contour powder. I'm sorry, my hair is driving me bananas. And I didn't want to set the highlight with a highlight color. Now, these are 0.2 fluid ounces as well, and these are $5.99. That being said, with cushion products, I don't really know how much of the product is actually being absorbed by the cushion that you can't get. Does that make sense? So while they put 0.24 ounces of product in here, you might only get 0.16 ounces of product. Does that make sense? So going off of that, you guys remember when I reviewed the Wet n Wild sticks earlier this year. So these both have 0.21 ounces, of product, and these are only $3.99. Now, as you can see, the color, actually you can't really see. Let me re-swatch the cushion a little better. That way you can see it compared to the stick. I know, I'm being so extra. But, so as you can see, the color is actually pretty similar. If anything, the Cafe Au Lait is just a little bit darker, maybe a tad bit cooler, but the color is really similar. And then if you go with the stick, for the highlight, it's a little pinkier, but I find that you get more of that glow from it. Now, like I said, you get 0.21 ounces in these for $3.99, or you get 0.24, so you get 0.03 more ounces in this for $2 more. I think you could probably go without these and just get the sticks if you are really looking to cream contour in a way. I think that will just be better for your value, because like I said, I don't know how much product that cushion in there is absorbing that you're not getting, whereas these sticks, you can use these sticks down to that little last nubbin. So I find that the Wet n Wild sticks are actually a better value for you than the cushion contouring and highlighting products. All right, going on to the last of the cushion products, and I'm gonna say cushion with that, like that for these ones. I still have swatching on my fingers, sorry about that, cushion, because these are the Mega Cushion Soft Matte Lip Creams. Now, there is quite a big flaw with this packaging, and that is for the fact that the product is so difficult to get out of this packaging. Going in for the swatches for you guys, especially with the shade Melanin Like It Is, I had to I have to press really freaking hard to get that product out. And that, to me, is not okay. In my opinion, the cushion kind of just makes it a little weird for a weird applicator. But I just wanted to show you how difficult it was to get that out, because if you don't have strong hands, you're not going to be able to get it out. It took me a good 5-10 minutes before I was able to get this one out, and I think that's because I've used this color in specific before, so it kind of got a little clumpy. Once again, as with all of the cushion products, you have that pretty little girl on it. Now these have 0.23 fluid ounces in them, and it only comes in these 3 shades. Over here we have Melanin Like It Is. Over here we have Doll So Hard, and on my lips right now we have Bubblegum in Paradise. So as you can see, the colors aren't necessarily going to be what's on the packaging, because Melanin Like It Is looks like it'd be this really nice brownie nude, but it almost comes off like a coral. So I don't think the packaging is a true representation of the color, because even here that looks like it'd be a really pretty lilac, but on my lips it kind of just looks like a purpley pink. and not like that. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Now I wanted to compare this to the Wet n Wild liquid catsuit liquid lipsticks. Whew. Now you guys know that these are my babies. I actually just got a new shade in Sleepy Hollow. Wouldn't that look so cool, guys? I think so. Now these have 0.21 ounces, so it has 0.02 ounces less. These are the lip creams are $4.99, and the catsuit liquid lipsticks are $5.99. But let me tell you something. Again, I don't know how much the cushion is actually eating, which kind of sucks. Also, the fact that this is a squeeze formula, and you have to squeeze, okay, that one you didn't really have to squeeze that hard, but in general, you kind of have to squeeze really hard, and then to try to use that cushion to spread it around, sometimes it can be patchy and not even. Like, I don't know if you can see that well. You can see that there are spots that are a little bit more pink than others. I think once it's on your lips and you play around with it a little bit, you can't really tell. But also what kind of sucks about that cushion applicator is you can't really like get into the deep crevices of your lips without messing it up, and then you have to go back and fix it, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. Sorry for the swears. I try not to swear on my channel, but it truly is. Whereas the catsuit liquid lipsticks, they have that really nice applicator that looks like a little seat. I compare it to the applicator to the Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks because it is virtually the same applicator. Like, I know I've showed you guys it in another video, but I'm gonna show it to you again. It is literally the same exact applicator. Like, the size of the cap is the same, everything. And how much product comes in the Jeffree Star? 0.19 ounces. Which, so there's actually more product in the catsuit liquid lipsticks than there is in the Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipsticks. I will still never get rid of my Jeffree Star, and I will still continue to buy them because I still love his formula. But if you don't want to support Jeffree Star for XYZ reason, or you know, it's just too much out of your price range, the Wet n Wild ones are a really good dupe. I find the formula very comparable. But I think if you have the choice of these two, there's a ton more shades of these. There was these 13 from the original when they first came out, and then they came out with some holiday ones. Like this one was one for Halloween, which is why it's called Sleepy Hollow, and they've come out with more shades since. So I think these are just really gimmicky. If you have them in your collection already, they're okay. Like I said, the application process is a little difficult, but I do kind of find them drying as well. And I know what you're thinking. Wouldn't the liquid lipsticks be drying? They are, but not like this. I feel like these might be nice, though, with a gloss over them. Let me see. I feel like that will probably be the closest I have, wouldn't it? Actually, ooh, yes. Let's do that. I feel like this would be really pretty with a gloss over it. So I'm going to use the Almay Liquid Lip Balm in Lilac Love. Yes. So I recommend that if you're going to buy these, I would buy a lip gloss in a corresponding color or even a clear lip gloss just to help it, because it is really drying otherwise. And let me tell you, I love these Almay Liquid Lip Balms. I think they're fantastic. So obviously Lilac Love would be a good one to pair with Bubblegum in Paradise. Let me swatch the other two so I can recommend colors to go with the other two if you still want to buy them. Because they are cute and they are, like I said, this one's the hardest to get out. Also when you, it's like, I don't know, like the packaging kind of weirds me out. Alright, so those are the two colors. So let's see what glosses I can recommend for you. So, there are all the colors. So obviously I would recommend the Almay Liquid Lip Balm in Lilac Love for the shade Bubblegum in Paradise. I think that pairs really nicely together. Now for Melon It Like It Is. That one's actually kind of hard. I would probably have to say this would be the closest, and it's the NYX Butter Gloss in Peaches and Cream, and even then it's not going to be like that close, but that I think is going to be the closest you're going to get, because it is kind of a weird like color, and this is just out of what I have, guys. Like obviously if you have something that you think will be a better match for it, go ahead and use that. Now for the shade Doll So Hard. Okay, Doll So Hard is actually probably going to be the hardest one I got for you. Alright, I think this will probably be the closest, and even then it's not even going to be remotely close. But I think it's going to be the closest. And that would be the Milani Brilliant Lip Shine in Rose Blush. As you can see, the colors are still different, but I think that's the closest you're going to be able to get to making it look pretty. So let's actually apply them on top so you can see. So the top half is with the color over it. So as you can see, I don't really find that that really takes away from the color of the lipstick. Okay, so Peaches and Cream does kind of change the color. So let's see if we can find a better match for that. Ooh, okay. So I got a better one for you. And it's the Burt's Bees Lip Oil in Caramel Cloud, because it's practically nothing. So if you put that over it, it's not going to change the integrity of the lipstick at all. So scratch the Peaches and Cream and go with the Burt's Bees Caramel Cloud, because that will not ruin the what the color's supposed to be. And then, like I said, the Almay Liquid Lip Balm in Lilac Love for Bubblegum in Paradise. I'm rebuilding my lip gloss collection, guys, and my colored lip balms. I know you just decluttered all that just to get it all back. I did. Fun fact, that declutter is my most popular video on YouTube as of this moment. I don't know why, but it was. So that is my review on the Wet n Wild cushion products. What do you guys think? Do you think, if you like reviews like this where I kind of compare to other products that Wet n Wild has, let me know down below if you would like to see reviews like that in the future. Like if I'm reviewing like a liquid lipstick, like just for example, because I do want to do a lip swatch and review video of the Catsuit liquid lipsticks. You guys know I already love them, but obviously I would make that comparison to Jeffree Star again. Would you like to see that in that video? And would you like to see similar swatches and stuff like I did in this video? Please let me know down below. I really enjoyed doing this video and doing the price comparisons and everything, and telling you that if you were to wear these, what glosses would look good on top of them, because honestly they are just way too drying for the lips. But I'm not. But I do like the colors, so I'm personally not going to declutter them. But now I personally know what lip glosses to wear with them. So, if you like this video, like just hit that like button, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.